Hey everyone, welcome to Star Flag Media. My name is Anthony. I want to talk about the future. The future, you say? Yes. What is the future of Xbox? What is the future of console gaming? We just saw the Gamescom announcements. We saw Microsoft announce a couple of things, and I wanted to address this because I've been saying it for months. I've been saying it for more than months, over a year. If anybody's followed our channel on any other of the other platforms like YouTube, and you've watched me on the Drunken Idiots podcast, you know what my stance is on this. However, I'm going to address this again because now more than ever, it is clear to me what Microsoft in particular is the forefront. They're at the forefront of what the future of gaming and console gaming is going forwards. And you're not going to like what I'm going to say if you are a Sony fanboy, if you are a Nintendo fanboy, or if you are a Microsoft fanboy. But today we're going to talk about this guy right here. So Microsoft is starting off with the first shots at the end of console gaming. So we are at the forefront of this, guys. We saw it happen with CDs. We saw it happen with DVDs. And we are now seeing it happen with video games. We are, as gamers, the last forefront in physical media. We still go and buy physical games. We buy collector's editions. We like to hold the physical game in our hands, and the booklets and the statues and all of that. However, it is dying. As we know, buying things digitally has just become such an ease of use thing, and with larger and larger hard drives becoming less and less expensive, people are just opting to download their games. And I want to talk about what Kotaku had an article today, and it was about the new series, Xbox Series S and S, X and S, that are set to debut, right? So there's an all-digital Xbox Series X coming with 1 terabyte SSD in Robot White, and we have an all-digital Xbox Series S with 1 terabyte SSD in Robot White, and then we've got, of course, the special edition Xbox Series X in Galaxy Black with 2 terabytes of a solid state drive. So I'm just going to read this, and this is an article by Ethan Gatch here. It says, there are 3 new Xbox consoles coming out this fall featuring alternate colors and bigger solid state drives. Microsoft announced pre-orders are available now, with the hardware launching on October 15th, just a day after confirming that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, its biggest game of 2024, will also be coming to PlayStation 5 early next year. Now, that's the first part. So, bam, Indiana Jones and Starfield are not coming to PlayStation, is what they said, right? I always said it was going to be a timed exclusive, so it doesn't surprise me. And I believe that this is the future of Xbox. If you are an Xbox fanboy, you are only going to get exclusives for about 6 months, and they will eventually jump ship. They will be on other platforms. Now let's continue with the article. The new console variants were previously announced at Microsoft Summer Game Fest adjacent to Xbox Showcase. The new hardware arrives alongside first-party fall releases like Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and what should be one of the biggest string of game launches for Microsoft in a long time. However, some of the upcoming games like Towerborn are PC exclusive at first, while other games like Indiana Jones were already confirmed to be coming to PlayStation 5 a few months after release. And The Verge reports that it could arrive as soon as early April of 2025. We're still a ways away, but still, it's going to be a timed exclusive. And we continue with the article. It says, what I see when I look is a franchise. Our franchises are getting bigger. They're getting stronger. Our Xbox console players are as high this year as they've ever been. So I look at it and say, okay, Our player numbers are going up for the console platform. Our franchises are as strong as they've ever been, Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer said on Wednesday during an Xbox Live stream regarding the ongoing platform push. Again, just to reiterate for those of you out there, it's no longer the head of Xbox. Xbox as a division is no longer a thing. Phil Spencer is now the head of Microsoft Gaming. Just keep that in mind. All right, so it continues. His quote says, "And we run a business. It's definitely true inside of Microsoft. The bar is high for us in terms of the delivery. We have to give back to the company because we get a level of support from the company that's just amazing. And what we're able to go and do." He continued, I look at how we can make our games as strong as possible. Our platform continues to grow both on console, on PC, and on cloud. And I think it's just going to be strategy that works for us. And that last thing I'll probably say is, I think as an industry right now, there is a lot of pressure on the industry, and it's going to be for a long time. And now people are looking for ways to grow. And I think us as fans, as players of games, we have to anticipate there's going to be more change in some of the traditional ways that games are built and distributed. That's going to change. That's going to change for all of us. But the end result has to be better games that more people can play. If we're not focused on that, I think we're focused on the wrong things. So, what does that mean? Microsoft has been reinforcing a post-console strategy throughout the year. Not just with games like Sea of Thieves coming to PS5, but also investments in other hardware ecosystems, including PC gaming handhelds like the Asus ROG, which just got a big upgrade that puts it neck and neck with the Steam Deck. And the company has also brought Game Pass to Samsung TVs and Amazon Fire Sticks, making it easier than ever for players to bypass expensive gaming hardware entirely thanks to streaming over the cloud. So, I mentioned that this is something that would affect PlayStation 5 players. So, PS5 players should be gloating right now. We're getting Indiana Jones. We're getting all these other games as well. So, blah, 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 blah. And yes, you have your temporary kudos. Yes, you have your temporary celebration over the Xbox, guys. But what you should be trembling at is that Microsoft is 1000% heading in the Netflix direction. Netflix started off as just a streaming company with third-party, studios putting their stuff on their platform, and then they just streamed it until they decided they wanted to be bigger. They wanted to just bypass those studios altogether. They gobbled up all these other studios, and they formed their own production companies. Now Netflix makes its own movies, its own TV shows. Microsoft did the same thing. They acquired all these big developers. They're making their own first-party games. And what they don't want to do is trap their games inside of one system. They are moving to an all-digital platform. Mark my words, the next Xbox, the one that's coming out next, is not going to be the same as the Xbox we've got now. It'll be the last, in quotes, traditional Xbox. And then after that, we are going to an Xbox Game Pass-like ecosystem. Sony will follow steps, mark my words. And the last ones kicking and screaming out of the console space will be Nintendo, who will eventually adapt 15 years from now. Just to continue the article, it says, where that will leave the future of Xbox consoles itself remains to be seen. Microsoft has promised it will continue making hardware with its next console, being the biggest leap yet in terms of technical capabilities. In the meantime, though, it doesn't sound like we'll be getting any mid-generation refresh of the Xbox Series X, like long-rumored PS5 Pro to be revealed in the next few months. So, guys, if you are an Xbox fanboy today, please feel free, leave me a comment. Besides timed exclusives, what's the reason for you to support Microsoft's Xbox platform, the console itself? I understand you might like their first party games. I say, hell, they got great first party lineups. You like their games? Great. But if you've got any type of PC with at least 8 gigabytes of RAM on it, you can play Game Pass and get those games day one. So you don't need an Xbox. You got an Amazon Fire Stick, you can play Game Pass. You got a Samsung TV, you can play Game Pass. You don't need an Xbox. So please justify to me why I should go buy a Series X. Why should I go drop hundreds of dollars on this when I've got a computer, or I've got a Samsung TV, or I got an Asus ROG Ally, or a Steam Deck. If I got a PlayStation 5 now, I'm going to just wait 6 months if I've got a PS5 and I can get the games then. Why would I have an Xbox? And the answer is that they're phasing you out slowly and you're just gobbling it up. If you like physical media, it's going away. Simple as that. If you're a Sony fan and you're celebrating today that, yay, you get Indiana Jones 6 months from now, this is just a stopgap for you. You are feeding the machine that is creating the next gigantic digital platform. So really, everybody is just shifting away from traditional consoles, if that's something that you enjoy, and then you're just going to go away. Physical media is going to just go away. Now, I'm not saying that this is necessarily a bad thing. Overall, it probably will be much healthier for gaming if there isn't just, one system that you can only play these games on. Nintendo's the only one that justifies hardware with like a gimmick, for example, like the Switch or the gamepad on the Wii U or the motion controls on the Wii, where the gaming experience was unique to that platform, so the games had to be on there and it would not be the same on other systems. Unless you're doing something specific like that, where the hardware justifies the exclusivity, there's no reason. When you look at a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox and a PC, they're relatively swappable as far as how you can upgrade or downscale these games to run on each system. They are carbon copies of each other. There is no difference other than exclusivity. The games being exclusive does not make your hardware better. Make your hardware so that your game has to only be on your system. With that said, guys, leave me a like, a share, a subscribe. Leave me a comment. What do you guys think? What is the future of Xbox? What is the future of PlayStation? Do you agree with me? I've been saying it for way over a year now. I believe console gaming is on its last legs. We're going to get one more generation and we're going to see an all-digital box come out in the future. You're going to get some kind of a Fire Stick, some kind of a Roku box, something like that. But it will never be a traditional Xbox or a traditional PlayStation after the PlayStation 6 and the next Xbox. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe everything I've been saying is just happened to fall into place, and then at the last minute they swerve us and they bring out a system that doesn't even have online connectivity. Let me know again what you guys think. Please follow the channel and hit that like button. It really does help us a lot. We are on Rumble. We are on YouTube. Check us out, Star Flag Media. Thanks guys for joining us. See you guys.